that when I was in college, I initially was on a business track, and actually my first degree is in business. But there was always something that was inside of me that I felt like, I just really want to work with kids, I want to work in schools, and I couldn't shake it. So I felt like after I was done with my business degree, I started substitute teaching and went back to school and went through some classes for my certification. And I'm really glad that I did. Sometimes I think, gosh, where would I have been if I would have went the business route? I'm sure I would have been making a lot more money, but at the same time, it was really important to me to try to find kids and, encourage them to do better in school and encourage them, even if they have tough times in family or with peers, to just keep going. And I'm glad I did. Well, this is my, 3, 8, 12, this is my 13th year in Seminole County. I started teaching middle school English, 7th and 8th grade at Millennium, and then I taught 9th grade English at Haggerty High School for 5 years. And then I came here to Greenwood, and I've been here for 4 years, and this is my 5th year. A typical day, there is no typical day. I definitely have a list of things that I normally try to get done, but it just depends on the day. Sometimes kids have different needs, and if a kid comes up or a student comes up and they have something to talk about, that student takes priority. So everything else kind of goes by the wayside until I can get things done. But normally I'm in the lab every morning, 7:30 to 8:30. I'm usually in meetings from 8:30 to 9:30. I'm doing either paperwork or meeting with kids in the morning. Then I go straight to lunch duty. On Mondays and Thursdays and Fridays, there's a small little time bit between lunches. I really can't do anything. And then I go back to lunch duty, and the remainder of the afternoon is seeing kids or doing more paperwork. So when I'm not meeting with students, normally what I'm trying to do is get things as far as paperwork caught up. So some examples of paperwork would be meetings that I've met with either parents and teachers or students and trying to finalize that paperwork. A lot of times there's a lot of preparation as far as IEP meetings and meetings on Fridays for kids that have special needs. That takes more time than you would think. But that's pretty much it as far as any type of spare time that I have here. In my spare time at home, I have a almost 4-year-old who is a precious angel, and I try to spend as much time with him as I can, even though he's bad at times. But he's wonderful, so that definitely makes my weekends fantastic.